Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2019 Ford Explorer Limited, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Like the outgoing model, the 2020 Ford Explorer is a unibody design featuring a chassis made of sheet metal stampings welded together to form the main structure of the vehicle, whereas the old model was based on the front drive unibody chassis of the Ford Taurus. Actually, the 2020 Ford Explorer's new chassis has a rear-wheel drive architecture with a longitudinal engine and transmission. Now, what that means is this new 2020 Explorer represents a return to this model's rear drive roots, but without the truck-like body-on-frame construction. The 2020 Ford Explorer comes standard with a third row of seats that accommodates 2 passengers. The base Explorer's second row is a 3-person bench, making for a total seating capacity of 7. Higher trim levels and configurations have a pair of captain's chairs in the second row, meaning they seat a maximum of 6. The standard infotainment touchscreen measures 8 inches with a 10.1-inch vertically oriented touchscreen available. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, as is Amazon Alexa integration. No family ride is complete without built-in Wi-Fi, and the 2020 Ford Explorer now comes standard with 4G LTE Wi-Fi for up to 10 devices, plus an available wireless device charging pad. The previous 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V6 base engine is gone from the Explorer lineup, as the turbocharged 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder, previously the step-up engine offering, now takes over as the standard power plant for 2020. At the same time, it adds 20 more ponies for a total of 300 horsepower, along with 310 pound-feet of torque, which is more than most competitors' V6s. A 3-liter EcoBoost V6 with 365 horsepower and 380 pound-feet of torque is exclusive to the Platinum. Powering the sporty new Explorer ST is a 400 horsepower version of the same engine with 415 pound-feet of torque. With its new longitudinal powertrain, the 2020 Ford Explorer can tow more than the model it's replacing. When fitted with the optional towing package, the new Explorer with the 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine can tow up to 5,300 pounds. When Ford's newest SUV is fitted with the twin-turbo 3-liter V6 in the ST and Platinum models, the Explorer can pull up to 5,600 pounds. All 2020 Ford Explorers are equipped with Ford Copilot 360, an extensive suite of safety technologies that includes automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, for-collision warning, and dynamic brake support. Copilot 360 also includes a blind spot system with cross-traffic alert, a lane-keeping system, a rear-view camera with a built-in lens cleaner, mind you, and automatic headlamps with automatic high beams. So we can see here that the 2020 Ford Explorer comes in 4 trim levels. You've got the base model XLT that starts at $36,675. You've got the next level up, which is the Limited. That gets you actually into leather interior. That's why we're going to build and price the Limited on this here video. The Limited starts at $48,130. Then above the Limited, you have ST and the Platinum, respectively. They get the big 3-liter V6 engine. They've got a lot more features, and, well, their prices bump up respectively. The ST has a starting price of $54,740. The Platinum has a starting price of $58,250. Okay, let's jump into this build and price review of the 2020 Ford Explorer. Like I said, we are going to build and price a Limited, but this review is about the new Ford Explorer. We're going to learn about the features, and along the way, as we learn about the features, we may also learn about some of the other configurations. But right now, what we're going to do is we are going to do this quick little virtual walk around. The new Explorer is very attractive, actually. Kind of reminds me of a Range Rover Sport a little bit, doesn't it? Kind of looks like a Range Rover Sport. You know what? I'm pretty sure I did a build and price of a Range Rover. Let me check. Yes, I did do a build-in price of a 2019 Range Rover Sport. If you're interested in that video, I'm going to put a link up to it in the corner right now. All right, so let's talk about these exterior colors for the 2020 Ford Explorer. We've got this color here that's called Star White Metallic. Then this next color here is called Silver Spruce. Then we have what's called a Rich Copper. Definitely not feeling that. We have this Oxford White. Then we have this Magnetic, which looks like some shade of gray. Coincidentally, I think that the trim level that they're showing here is a Platinum, only because of these wheels. I think these are the wheels that come on the Platinum. I'm just making a note of that. Here they're showing Iconic Silver as the exterior paint color. Here's the Blue Metallic, which I'm not really a blue paint person, but that doesn't look bad, actually. Now this, the Atlas Blue, I'm not feeling the Atlas Blue. The Blue Metallic is actually nicer. Then we have the Agate Black, and then finally the Rapid Red Metallic. So here are some notable features for our highlights, anyway, for the 2020 Explorer. There's an available twin panel moonroof. Now, if you're not familiar, the word available means that it's an option, does not come standard. It says the largest ever twin panel moonroof offers great views for the first and second rows. I had already talked about this previously in the intro, but it's obviously worth mentioning. We're going to be talking about the technology for this Explorer, so we're going to find out more about this whole touchscreen. But yeah, we've got this portrait touchscreen, right? It's got this longitudinal stance. It's 10.1 inches. It's very, very cool. Very interesting, actually. Check this out. We've got the available optional 12.3-inch digital instrument panel cluster. Hopefully we can option this on our Limited. This is very beautiful. I like this. It's customizable. It's standard on the Platinum and the ST. So it's standard on those. Can we get it on the other trim levels? I guess we're just going to have to find out, aren't we? So here, we're just showing that third row of seating again, but what's unique is that this third row has a power fold feature, so you can hit a button to go ahead and power fold those seats down. So here are also some other features we kind of talked about. So all new rear-wheel drive architecture. I broke that down a little bit more in detail in the overview. And it says down here that because of this whole setup, that the off-road capacity and that it's improved on and off-road capacity, and you can tow up to 600 pounds more when properly equipped just because it's got a different architecture. So, you know, then you got the towing and trailer with the sway control. Sway control is pretty cool and obviously pretty self-explanatory because you don't want a trailer moving around back there. So you've got the roll stability and the sway control, which is pretty cool. And then there's the intelligent all-wheel drive system that has a terrain management. So there's a four-wheel drive system that has a terrain management system that's set up to it. And there's 7 selectable drive modes that you can include. So those drive modes are normal, trail, deep snow/sand, slippery, sport, tow haul, and a new eco mode. And each come with a special 3D animated graphics in the new available 12.3-inch digital cluster. So that's cool stuff there. Let's take a look at some gallery images of this 2020 Ford Explorer. We'll look at some exterior photos, and we will look at some interior photos. Hey, let me show you this. Check this out. You see this green vehicle back there in the corner? You know what that is? That's an old Ford Explorer. How clever. I wonder how many people are catching that is an old Ford Explorer in like Eddie Bauer green or something in the background. Very cool. Here's a shot of a Ford Explorer. This one looks like an ST. I can kind of see that little badging right on the grill. Plus, you can see the really aggressive, sporty looks of this one. Makes 400 horsepower, that one does. Right, here's a nice shot. Like I said, we're just going through the exterior photos. I think the Explorer is very attractive. I think it looks pretty good. Here's a nice shot of the front grille. It looks like there's a Ford camera, a front camera on this thing too. It's right under the logo. Looks like there's some puddle lights underneath the side mirrors. Looks like a puddle light down there. That's cool. Let us EcoBoost 4-wheel drive. Yeah, there's a nice shot of the interior, or the nice shot of the outside. That looks like a Platinum because it just looks so gorgeous. The lights look really cool too, actually. I like that. There's a shot of the rear view camera as well. Wow, they have a lot of exterior photos, don't they? You know what? Let's move on to some interior photos. I mean, the exterior looks all well and good, but you're going to spend your time looking around in here, you know? So let's do that. Oh, hey, check this out. Now, this screen isn't the tall 10.1-inch screen. This one's a different one. So that must be the 8-inch screen, and here's the Sync 3 with the 10.1-inch, the optional 10.1-inch color LED touchscreen that you can swipe, pinch, and zoom. And this has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all that there. Pretty cool. Precision engineer. Looks like you got a gear selector. Instead of a big shifter or anything, you've just got this little round knob for your transmission. That's kind of cool. I like that. Here they're showing some cargo capacity and utility. Now we're going to go check out the features in more details here. So we're not going to read these little view detail cards because then it kind of gets a little redundant, because we're going to go actually check out the features. So then we'll end up reading this stuff or seeing that information twice, and I don't really want to do that. Right now, all I really want to do is see what it looks like in here, and yeah, get to enjoying that beautiful touchscreen, that LCD dash. Here's that wireless charging pad. Here's that available B&O sound system, smart charging USB ports, right? Connectivity at your fingertips, although they're showing you getting ready to start the car. Connectivity usually means, like, you know, your devices and stuff, so that seems kind of silly. Room for the kids, right? They're showing this kid jumping out the third row. Pretty cool. There's that LCD capacitive portrait screen. Kind of nice. And, yeah, the seating, more cargo management, ambient lighting this vehicle has. Here's the ST interior looking quite nice, and the auto-dimming driver's side mirrors. Okay, let's move on. Let's learn about the features. So here's the features page for the 2020 Ford Explorer. We can see here's design features, and then we've got technology features. Then we have flexibility features, meaning like utility perhaps, and safety. And then maybe capability. This would be utility. Utility features, capability features. And then, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through these sections here. It looks to be 4 sections. Won't take us long. Let's start out with the design features of the 2020 Ford Explorer. So they've got these little tabs that we can click. There looks to be 3 of them. And they're going to tell us about some design features of our 2020 Ford Explorer. Okay, so all they're really showing us here is the grill, and this grill happens to be the grill of the Explorer Limited, which that works out because we're going to do a build and price of the 2020 Ford Explorer Limited in this video. Here they're showing these very beautiful 20-inch hand-polished aluminum wheels that are standard on the Limited Hybrid, and they're optional with the Limited, which we are building in price on. So the Limited is a nice one. It's only second one up from the base model, but you can get into leather. Here we can see we can get these nice 20-inch wheels. Very cool. And then lastly, they're telling us about the LED lighting in the front and the rear. So really cool. And the lighting actually looks really nice too, and I like the grill. Okay, so what's notable about this kid jumping out of this back row is not that there's just this third row back there, so you can have a lot of people. Notice how the second row seat is flipped up and moved forward. Why? Because this the 2020 Ford Explorer has this adaptable, easy entry second row seating, so passengers can just, at a push of a button, flip up these these second row seats and move them out of the way. That's pretty cool. Then up in the front, looks like you can get multi-contour seats with what they call active motion. And this feature basically allows you to easily position your seat. And then with this active motion component, it basically has a massaging seats. And there's 5 new massage themes that can isolate your back, that can focus either on the upper back or the lower back, or even your pelvic region. Okay, let's talk about technology. We kind of went through design. We already learned about a bunch of the design stuff, so we kind of already learned about that throughout the overview and all that, so we kind of just picked through that design section. Let's talk about technology. Same deal there. We're going to pick out the pieces that we don't already know about. So we kind of talked about it a little bit, but there's that Ford Copilot 360, right? Auto high beam headlamps. This is standard for every 2020 Ford Explorer. There's a rear view camera. There's a lane keeping system. There's automatic emergency braking. There's BLISS, which is blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. And then finally, there's a reverse brake assist. So this is the 360 suite. This is the Ford Copilot 360. And yeah, that's standard fare on the Ford Explorer for 2020. You can get an optional B&O sound system. Yeah, I think that does stand for Bang & Olufsen sound system with 14 speakers. What else can we optionally get? Well, and then there's the available wireless charging pad as well. We already kind of covered that. I think we've basically covered about most of it. One last thing I think we should go over. Let's talk about this smart technology. Now, this is technology that's going to be a little bit different. This isn't going to be standard stuff. So the first thing they want to tell us about is this Ford Connect Pass. And so, yeah, this is your 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot. You can connect up to 10 devices. Yeah, you can also it's pretty cool. And this Wi-Fi hotspot is good for up to 50 feet, apparently, outside the vehicle. Every auto manufacturer has an app that can, lock and unlock the car, schedule service appointments, stuff like that. This one looks like it's got points of interest like finding coffee, find things to do. Looks like Ford's no different. They've got this Ford Pass, and here are some of the things it can do. Receive key vehicle info and schedule service. Use Ford Pay to conveniently pay for service. You can use this app to compare fuel prices at stations along your route. You can find parking. You can get Ford Pass to help from a friendly Ford guide. You can get Ford Pass help from a friendly Ford guide, whatever that means. There are just some of the great things you can do. Maybe there's a concierge service is what they mean by that, or something thereabouts. Then you've got the Sync 3 with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. I probably don't really need to explain how Apple CarPlay and Android Auto work. Sync 3 is actually very cool. I actually did not a build and price, but I did an in-depth review of Ford Sync 3. It's surely been updated now, but I'll put a link up to that video right now. Then you've got the Ford Plus Alexa, right? You got the Ford Plus Alexa as well, and that's pretty interesting. Ford Plus Alexa does the same thing as the app. With the blending of Alexa, it allows you to do, cool things with, commands. Okay, or maybe not so much that, but it says you have access to voice navigation, traffic information, Amazon Prime shopping. Is that what you really need to be doing while you're driving the car? I mean, come on. And then support for smart home devices. That's what I meant, right? You supported smart home devices. So interesting, but I don't think I need Alexa in my car. Then there's Ford and Waze. Waze is like a crowdsourced navigation and traffic app, and it's available with the Sync 3. I've never used it. I don't see why. I guess if it's crowdsourced, then that means people are giving unique routes, and so maybe that might be what the draw is versus a traditional navigation system, which always seems to sometimes send you around the long way, and only after you go around that way you go, I could have gone this way and it would have been faster. So maybe that might be the draw or the benefit of Waze. Okay, so here's the deal. We have learned all about the features, the colors, the configurations, all that there about the 2020 Ford Explorer. All we really need to do now is do our build and price of the Limited. The Limited, as we can see, starts at $48,130. Before we build it out, let's check out the highlights real quick of the Limited just so we know. Okay, here's a shot of the Limited, and it's got seating for 6. It's got a cargo space of 87.8 cubic feet. Its key features are leather seating surfaces with micro perforation and accent stitching. There's a hands-free foot-activated liftgate. This vehicle comes with the terrain management system as well. We talked about that in the overview. Okay, real quick before we jump into the build, let's check some key specs, right? Here's some exterior features, right? I'm not going to mention everything. Automatic low-beam headlights, the chrome dual exhaust tips, hands-free foot-activated liftgate, signature lighting, LED tail lamps, liftgate applique in chrome. Let's see what that looks like. There it is down there. There's the rain sensing wipers, and there's a chrome body side cladding accent. These are some notable exterior features for the 2020 Ford Explorer. Notable interior features would be tri-zone electronic temperature control, and we've got the rear auxiliary climate control, which apparently they don't want to show us a photo for. For comfort and convenience, some of the standard features for our 2020 Ford Explorer Limited: auto-dimming rear view mirror. There's a easy fuel capless fuel filler. That's cool. There's the heated steering wheel. That's cool. You need that sometimes. Intelligent access with push-button start. Like that. You got the power tilt telescoping steering column. You've got ambient lighting. Also cool. And you have a reverse sensing system. Right here they're showing their big Ford Super Duty. I've done building prices of those as well. You got the available wireless charging. And then the available twin panel roof. Oh, I guess it's not available on this one. It's standard on the Limited, the twin panel moonroof. Oh, wow. Very cool. The 2020 Ford Explorer Limited comes with the Bang & Olufsen sound system. Right, I had that right. B&O does stand for Bang & Olufsen. There's the dual second row smart charging USB ports. Super cool. And then, yeah, you get the Sirius XM satellite radio. That probably comes with like a subscription. You probably get a 3-month or a 30-day or a 6-month trial subscription when you buy the car new. And then if you like it, then you got to pay for this Sirius XM going forward. These are the wheels that are standard on the Limited. They're not bad. They're 20-inch wheels, but we know that we can option for those other ones that they showed that we looked at maybe about, what, 10 minutes ago? Okay, we've gone through everything. We've learned all about the Ford Explorer. Now all we need to do is configure. So we're going to choose the Limited, right? It starts at $48,130. And if you wanted to, you could also throw a hybrid engine in this if you wanted it, but we're not. We're going to go regular gas engine. What colors do we want? I don't know what color we want. Oh, I did say that I like that blue. I'm not real big on blue. Not that particular blue. I guess it doesn't look as good as it did before because now the Atlas blue looks better than the other blue. You know what? I'm going to keep it simple. Let's go with the Star White, actually. It's a $595 upgrade, but I think it looks good. It's kind of that pearly, high-end looking white paint that you see on like the Cadillacs and the Mercedes, and I like that. So that's cool. For the powertrain, what's the deal? We get the standard 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine, or there's a hybrid motor. We're not doing that, so we'll stick with the 2.3-liter EcoBoost engine. Do we want the intelligent 4-wheel drive? What does it cost? They don't tell us what it costs, but we know that it comes with that terrain management system that has 7 drive modes. Yeah, we'll go ahead. It costs $2,000 for that. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get the 4-wheel drive. I'm always like, I don't see the point of getting an SUV without getting, and then only getting it in rear-wheel drive, or some of them are even front-wheel drive. Let's talk about packages. We already have the leather seating surfaces. That's package 300A. 310A includes a hybrid engine, so we know we don't want that. Do we want the Class 3 trailer tow package? No, I don't think we want that. The Ford Copilot 360 Assist, we have that already. We don't need a smoker's package, so let's take a look at the exterior. Now, here are those 20-inch hand-polished aluminum wheels. They're $595. We're all over those because they just look good, and you'll never buy them at that price again, and I like that. What else is there? LED fog lights, we have them. The remote start system, we have that. Roof rail crossbars. You know what? The car might look strange without them. I don't really want to put anything up there, but it might look strange without them. So I'm just going to say, yeah, go ahead and throw those bad boys up there. The twin panel moonroof is not standard. We're not going to spend $1,700 on that bad boy. It's just not that serious for me. Oh, those crossbars. No, we don't need those crossbars. Duh. Yeah, that other was, yeah, we don't need the crossbars. The wheel lock kit, I always think that's cheap insurance to get wheel locks on your car. For the interior, seems like, well, let's switch to interior. Seems like there's either sandstone or black. We are definitely going to go with the black. Okay, now that we got that handled, what else is there? We have the leather seating surfaces with micro perforation and accent stitching. We have the second row seats with the captain's chairs. Now, we could, no, you don't even get the option to do the bench in the second row because we've got the upgraded class. Do we want a cargo mat, dual headrest, rear seat entertainment system? Nah, we don't need any of those things. We have the Sync 3. We have the voice-activated touchscreen navigation. It looks like we have it all, and it looks like they didn't nickel and dime us. So let's go to the summary. So yeah, here we are. We're out the door at what? $52,385. Then the SUV started life at about what, $48,100 or $300. They say base MSRP of $50,000, but it always changes. This whole internet pricing, they go up and down, and there's discounts and this and that, and so we don't get into the pricing too much, but we just like to have a rough overview of what it's going to cost out the door if we wanted one. So we want a 2020 Explorer built out like I just did. It's going to cost us just over $52,000 to put it in our garage. I like the Ford Explorer, though. It's super, super cool. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you found this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Also, if you've watched this whole video from front to back, you're awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Other than that, I'm going to tell you to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the very next video.